Good evening and welcome to a rivalry edition of In the Zone.
If you wanted rivalries tonight, it's the night to get it, right? In the Wabash Valley, Sullivan hosted Linton. We also had South Vermilion traveling up to North Vermilion, of course. The rivalry of all rivalries. You were at that one.
Yeah, we had a rivalry tonight. One of the best things about a rivalry is the way each school can bring the best out of the other. That's certainly been the case in the Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South football game. In the last 8 matchups, it's been split down the middle. The last 2 years, this series has gone to overtime and back-to-back years for the first time since they played for the Victory Bell. And here is the Victory Bell. Who would take it home tonight? Look at this, Ross. Big shout-out to the student sections.
I love it. Look at enthusiasm at its best at these, and look at the outfits up front.
I love it. Now, South gets the ball first. Braves going to work on the ground. Pedro Poloni goes up the middle for 32 yards deep into North territory. The Patriots defense would stiffen behind senior star linebacker Lee Davis, who sacks Danny Etling. South would attempt a 36-yard field goal. Adam Kahn drills it. That would have been good from 45 yards out. First offensive play for North. Smart move. They go to the air. Chris Barrett hits Ball State bound Calvin Blank. The North tight end goes 59 yards on the reception. Just like South's opening drive, North's opening drive was stalled because of a sack. Braves' Dickie Rollins gets to Chris Barrett and brings him down. Second quarter, more defense. Can't play quarterback any better than South's Jonathan Winkley does. He gets the pick and returns it into North territory. Late first half, under 15 seconds to go, North and South territory. Chris Barrett hits Calvin Blank, who goes out the Braves' 21-yard line. North would try for a field goal. Zach Potter has the leg, but it's wide left. So we go to the house. South up 3-0. I said this would be a high-scoring game. They're making me look bad, but they make up for it. North gets the ball first in the second half. The message for Chris Barrett heard loud and clear. Run, run, run the ball. Brother Skank, nice gain. Same drive, Chris Barrett hits Austin Lewis in stride on the slant. The Western Michigan recruit is gone. 37 yards, North up 7-3. North still pounding the rock. Ricky Brookins sprints 20 yards. Give the North offensive line credit. The big guys up front were creating holes. Kai Stratton picks up another first down. You got to go back to Stratton. He got him down the field, and he caps the drive off with a 1-yard score. North takes the lead at 14-3. Coach Barrett pumped up for his guys. They finally had the lead, but it would be short-lived. Remember, we only had 3 points in the first half. On a span of 13 seconds in the third quarter, we had 14 points scored. The Braves' Michael Watt returns the ensuing kickoff to the house. Are you kidding me? South back out in front, making this a ball game. Folks, here we are. Sports 10, we like to bring you in-depth coverage. Can't get any closer there. What a catch by Austin Lewis. Lewis is a stud. Fourth quarter, Brother Skank stretching the North lead out to 21-10. Everything at this point going right for North. This play sums up the Patriots' effort in the second half. They were not going to lose on the punt. South fields it. Alan Graylis just takes the ball away from the Braves, setting North up at the South 4-yard line. This game all but over after this point. Moments later, Stratton scores his second touchdown of the game. Celebration on for the Patriots. This what makes this game so special. The players want to put their hands on that victory bell so bad. And tonight, the bell's going back to the north side. Patriots win 27-10 behind a dominating performance from their offensive line.
Our offensive line is a pleasant surprise this year, and you can tell by looking at them they put the time in, because when our season ended last year, we didn't know what we were going to do. And, we had some guys really mature mentally and physically, and all those guys were in the weight room all winter, spring, and summer, and it's paid off. And I tell you, they're really playing some good ball.
Last year, when we lost it, I felt real bad for those seniors. I know that it was largely my fault, and this year I promise I wouldn't let this group of seniors. They're a great bunch of guys and great leaders, and I wasn't going to let this one slip away.
I can't even explain it. It's just such an emotional feeling. Ringing the bell, I love it.
An interesting start to the year for West Vigo. After losing to Evansville Harrison last week, the Vikings got a phone call explaining Harrison had an ineligible player, so they end up getting the win by forfeit. Therefore, tonight the Vikings going for 2 in a row. Kind of. West Vigo hosting Greencastle. They trailed 23-0 at the break. Greencastle trying to add to it in the second half. Quarterback Nick Gilliam throws a deep pass to the end zone. Great coverage here by the Vikings corner Andy Velazquez to knock it down. But the Vikings couldn't hold down that Tiger Cub offense. The give here to Alec Pettit. Watch Pettit emerge from the pile, pick up a block, and he is off to the races. This score makes it 37-0 Greencastle, and the Tiger Cubs go on to knock off West Vigo 44-0. Vermilion County bragging rights on the line tonight as North Vermilion hosted South Vermilion. Falcons quarterback Braden Woodard with another huge night. Here he completes a pass to Wade Harrison. Harrison, a great move, busts for the corner and wins the race to the pylon. Falcons strike first. On the next possession, the Wildcats pound the football. Then they go to the air. Adam Crouch connects with Daniel Shue. Shue outruns the D to tie things up at 7 apiece. But this North Vermilion offense is so dynamic. This time it's a handoff to Cody Zumwalt. There he goes. Zumwalt books the other way with it. There's no catching this senior in space. What a game from Zumwalt. Look how this one ended up. The Falcons turn on the offense. Zumwalt runs for 240 yards and 4 scores, while Woodard accounts for 5 touchdowns and 292 yards. The Falcons beat the Wildcats 62-27. Oh, what a slow start to the show. What a start to the show. We're just getting started with this one.
And we still have action from Sullivan, North Davies, North Knox, Washington, and Vincennes, Lincoln. And we want to show you a special moment coming up later in the show with the Terre Haute North team and Trey Fletcher's mom. We'll show you that later in the show. Stay with us.
We're the Sullivan cheerleaders. You're watching In the Zone. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to In the Zone. Another good rivalry we had tonight in the Wabash Valley with Sullivan and Linton. This rivalry over the years lately has been dominated by the Miners. They have won 6 of the last 7 against the Golden Arrows. Tonight, the Miners travel to the Arrows. Third quarter, Linton gave the ball to Zane Hayden. This guy was Mr. Touchdown tonight. 1 of his 4 scores in the game. Linton up 21 points. Linton goes for the 2-point conversion. It's a fake. Austin Carazia finds Paul Goodman. Carazia also had 3 TD passes in the game. This Linton offense is like a heavyweight boxer. Once they land that big blow, it's over. Miners Corey Kaiser, the TD run. They're up 30. No quit, though, in Sullivan. QB Payne Fortner, the long touchdown pass to Jake Kinnaman. Too little, too late. Linton wins 58-26. The Miners have won 7 of the last 8 in this series. North Central was at North Davies. Both teams entered the showdown 1-0. It was homecoming at North Davies, and the Cougars strike first. Doug Bays gets around the corner and in for 11 yards out. Ensuing kickoff, Chase Van Choik returns this kick about as long as his last name is. 72 yards to the promised land.
He's a special player.
He is a special player. 1 of 5 TDs in the game for Van Choik. North Central wins big. They are now 2-0 on the season. At North Knox, both the host Warriors and Eastern Green T-Birds were looking for their first win of the season. North Knox quarterback Tyler Monday with a QB sneak. North Knox goes up 7-0. The Warriors can play some defense. Hunter Jones gets the pick. North Knox wins their first game of the season, 19-6 over Eastern Green. Ross.
Vincennes Lincoln opened the season with a solid 19-14 home win last week against Sullivan. Victory tonight, and Vincennes Lincoln moves to 2-0 for the first time since 2005. The Alice is on the road at Boonville. Boonville winning 7-0. Austin Castleman looking for more. He scores on the touchdown dive to make it a 2-score game. Vincennes responds. Patrick Toole takes the rock. He rolls deep into Pioneers territory. Toole with a fantastic run, ripping off huge chunks of yardage. And you got to go to the guy that got you there, right? The Alices give it right back to number 6. Toole delivers, cutting the deficit to 14-7. And Vincennes Lincoln wouldn't stop there. They come back to win this one. A great victory for the Alices, sneaking out the 3-point win. Washington at home tonight, hosting Evansville Bossy. The Hatchets trailing in the first quarter. Nothing like a good return to spark an offense, right? Watch Kyle Fender here field the kick, and he just starts making people miss. Fender sliding his way through the Bossy kick coverage team. He goes all the way down into the red zone. Great field position for the Hatchets. Here they go to the goal line package on 4th and goal. The pitch to the outside is sniffed out for the stop and the turnover. Washington battled back to make it close. They fell at home 25-19 to Evansville Bossy. Well, coming up, we'll let you know if Rockville picked up their first win of the season.
Plus, the Illinois high school football season kicked off tonight. When we return, we have all the action from Marshall and KZ Westfield. Welcome back. back to In the Zone. Rockville was looking to bounce back from a tough Week 1 loss at Seeger. The good news for the Rocks, they face Covington tonight, a team they have beaten 10 consecutive times. Let's head out to Rockville for the highlights. Rockville's defense held Covington to just 3 first downs in the game. Rocks get the sack here. Robbie Foster bringing the heat as he gets the sack. Rockville, they got a special player. His name is Keontre Wilkie. What a ball game he had tonight. He had a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, all kinds of fumble recovery, monster game from him. Wilkie's just a sophomore. Rockville, they pick up the win. Here's Wilkie going into the end zone. Little guy, 5'5", I like that. Rockville picks up the win, 27-7. Union was at Riverton Park. Dogs driving. Nice play action fake by Union QB Sterling Langley. Langley can't find anyone to pass to, so he tucks it and takes off. Smart move. Langley finds pay dirt. Under 10 seconds to play in the first half. RP going for it. Panthers QB Tanner Edge heaves it down the field, and his prayers answered as Dale Lasnick pulls in the pass. What a play. Races into the end zone. Union rallies in the fourth quarter to win 44-42. Ross.
The Illinois high school football season kicked off tonight. For the first time since 1998, KZ Westfield took the field without their Hall of Fame coach. Keith Sinclair, remember he retired back in March. Jim Sullivan, the coach who gets the tall task of following in Sinclair's footsteps. Coach Sullivan and KZ opening at home tonight against Olney. Olney driving first quarter. Justin Bailey finds Nick Dobbs. Dobbs makes a nice move through the defense for the Tigers, and that sets up a field goal attempt. Chance Madden on to kick. He drills it high and deep through the uprights. That gives Olney a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little upset brewing? Not quite. Coach Sinclair may be gone. These Warriors still run the rock so well. Joshua Blome diving over the goal line for the score. And KZ Westfield rolls 44-16 over Olney. The Marshall Lions also opened up at home tonight against St. Joe Ogden. The Marshall defense playing well. Brett Hook dropping back in coverage for the Lions. He grabs the deflected pass, takes it back the other way with a nice return. Good-looking play there by Hook as he gets pushed out of bounds. Lions D looking for another big play here. Didn't quite turn out so well this time. The handoff to Chase Patton. Patton turns the corner, springs down the sideline. He gets to the next level, and he is all the way gone. That gives St. Joe's the lead.
Looks like you going to dinner. No one can stop you.
That's right. Don't put a plate in front of me. Marshall answering right back. Quarterback Austin Osborne finds Kendall Bombard over the middle. Bombard, I like this. Trying to keep up the St. Joe's defense. Forget about it. He's off to the races. He scores to give Marshall a 1-point lead in that one. And the Lions they fall tonight 67-28. Time now for our Sports 10 Spirit Award. How about the Terre Haute North students? Looking good, as do the Terre Haute South students. Love the crowd out at the Victory Bell game. Rockville students, they've won the Sports 10 Spirit Award for basketball before, showing some spirit. Sullivan's last year's basketball winners. They showing spirit, and you're at North Vermillion. They always have a great crowd. And they have a great reason to root
Our
for that
smashes,
this year.
Eastern Green's Brent Price with a nice hit. North Knox's Wyatt Held, planting the defender to the ground. Linton's Cody Van Winkle with a big hit. And then watch Sullivan's Dutchy Crab here. Just lay the defender to the ground.
When they fly in from out of the picture,
I like
that's
that.
when you know it's a good hit.
That's a big-time hit right there. Now, we want to tell you guys something. Big game tonight out at ISU's Memorial Stadium. Terre Haute North picks up a 27-10 win. Now, let's go to some special video we got after the game. A special win this year for the Patriots. An emotional moment after this one. The players go straight over and hug the mother of Trey Fletcher. If you remember, Fletcher, a former teammate of these guys who had found his niche in running before he tragically passed away earlier this summer. With the bell back on the north side, Patriots say this one's for him.
Trey Fletcher, he died from a heart attack. I've known him since kindergarten, and it was just emotional. And I know he would have wanted this more than anybody, and it's just great to win it for him.
You hate to see anyone young pass away. Great way to honor that young man. His mom was on the field giving him hugs. Been a lot of Victory Bell games. That was definitely a special moment there.
Oh, a great moment. You see how close the players were to Fletcher's mom. Just a really, really special thing on the sideline there.
Congratulations to Terre Haute North. The bell back on the north side, and it was their offensive line. Running backs played great, but you can't run if you don't have holes.
You gotta have the holes.
Offensive line did a monster job creating holes. Don't know what Chris Barrett told his team at halftime, but, Coach, I'd save that speech again for the rest of the season. Your guys came out and played a great game the second half. That does it for In the Zone tonight. Hope everybody has a great weekend.